Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about updates involving Red Bull and Max Verstappen, as well as a new claim that's been made about Lewis Hamilton's disqualification from the Chinese Grand Prix. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane. I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Red Bull, who could be running a special one-off livery for the Japanese Grand Prix. Now, as we know, Red Bull use Honda engines, and Honda is a Japanese manufacturer. And Red Bull and Honda have been partners for a long time now, but this will be the last year Red Bull and Honda will team up, because from 2026 onwards, Red Bull will be making their own engines. As a result, this means it will be the last Japanese Grand Prix Red Bull and Honda have together, and it looks like Red Bull could be running a special one-off livery. Now, if we go back to 2021, the Turkish Grand Prix that year, Red Bull revealed this unbelievably cool one-off white livery. They were planning to use this at the Japanese Grand Prix that year, but it didn't go ahead, so the team ran it in Turkey instead, and it was just such a good looking livery. It received so much praise, but the livery hasn't been seen since that Grand Prix. But it looks like it could be making a return, or something similar could be going ahead in Japan. For starters, Red Bull have changed their profile picture on social media. As we know, Red Bull's standard colour is blue, and their profile picture, is blue with it saying Red Bull Racing, but it's been changed to white. And on top of that, also sports say that Red Bull will reportedly be running a bespoke white livery in Japan next week. So hopefully they can bring back something similar to what they did in 2021, because I think that was just so cool. And it will be nice to see that livery or something similar on the 2025 car. And on top of that, what a great way to celebrate promoting Yuki Tsunoda into the main Red Bull team. As we know, Tsunoda is a Japanese driver. He's been in the Red Bull Junior team for quite a long time. He's finally got the call up, replacing Liam Lawson. And yeah, what a way to celebrate that. Now, Tsunoda has replaced Lawson due to Lawson's struggles in the first two races of the season. He qualified 18th in Melbourne, then spun out of the race in China. He qualified last in both the sprint and main qualifying, and then in both the sprint race and the main race, he didn't really do much, to be honest. And he's just really not got on with that car. The characteristics of it, Lawson is really struggling with it. Yes, there are definite issues that Red Bull need to fix with their car, no doubt about it, but with Lawson just being nowhere near Max Verstappen at the moment, they have decided to make the brutal switch and drop Lawson after just two races, put him back in the Red Bull Junior team, and then put Tsunoda in the Red Bull. Now, Verstappen has been very supportive of Lawson, and there have been reports that since Lawson's demotion, Verstappen hasn't agreed with it. He's not been too happy that Lawson has been dropped after just two Grand Prix, and that Red Bull have intervened so soon. And now Red Bull advisor Dr. Helmut Marko has moved to end the speculation by making it known officially that Verstappen is not happy with his team. In an interview with Dutch publication De Telegraaf, Marko said, as quoted by Planet F1, "We know Max is not happy, but we need two cars up front, not only for the Constructors' Championship, but also to help Max get his fifth world title. Then you can strategically achieve more in races. We can use Yuki's experience and form well now. That's what counts. At the end of the day, that benefits the team, and so that also means in Max's favour." But let's move on to Lewis Hamilton, with more being reported about his disqualification from the Chinese Grand Prix. Now, the weekend started so well for Hamilton. He took the sprint pole, and then he won the sprint race by around 7 seconds. But then you go to main qualifying, and he's only qualifying 5th. And then in the Grand Prix, he finished 6th. So the pace just went. And on top of that, he was disqualified for his car having excessive skid wear. Now, this was the first dry race for Ferrari this season. In Melbourne, it was raining, and the team weren't particularly good there either, with them finishing 8th and 10th. And following that race, there were whispers in the paddock about Ferrari may be having issues with its ride height. And Sky F1 reporter Ted Kravitz suspects that it wasn't a coincidence that Hamilton and Ferrari were caught out after the first dry race of the new season in Shanghai. And Kravitz also believes that the disqualification could have stemmed from Hamilton's failure to complete a race simulation for Ferrari in pre-season testing. Kravitz said, as quoted by Planet F1, "I had a chat with Ferrari team boss Frederick Vasseur on Thursday in China. He was just hanging around by the TV pen, probably waiting for someone more important with an actual confirmed meeting time with Fred Vasseur. I just went up to him and said, 'How are you doing?' And kind of out of nowhere, he said, 'First of all, Lewis's race performance in Melbourne was really compromised from not really having a practice race in Bahrain testing, where we had a technical problem which stopped him doing the race simulation. I don't think it's insignificant that the plank wear thing happened in the first dry race. I have a feeling it's something carried over from Bahrain testing, where they didn't manage to do a race simulation, and the first dry race that Lewis has had was the Chinese Grand Prix, and then they discovered this thing.' But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.